We have a wine from Rioja, but we have a white wine. Something really different, something really special. And to explain what's this wine from Rioja, we have someone from Bodegas Hacienda el Ternero to explain us which kind of white wine from Rioja we are going to taste.
Yes, we are going to taste a white barrel fermented in a French oak. Very important for us to preserve the fruit. In this case, it's a very light toasted barrel, and we only use the barrel for 4 months. We don't want the oak to show.
Okay.
The oak is only a method to grow the wine. It's not an objective.
They produce white wine from Rioja too. They work with white. They don't only work with red. And this wine is going to be something really, really different because of this alcoholic fermentation in the oak barrel. And this time, 4 months aging a little bit in the same oak with the sediments and everything.
Yes.
I think it's really important to tell everybody that you have done in the same barrels the second fermentation too, malolactic one.
Yes, we want to do all the process so we can keep this wine long in our homes or at the restaurant, but still we don't want a lot of oak. So we are going to find a fresh wine with a lot of acidity that comes from the altitude. The vineyards are at 650 meters in altitude, so we are going to find that natural acidity.
So this is really important, the altitude of the vineyard. Let's taste it. Really aromatic. It's really curious because when you smell a white wine, you expect to find this acidity, this freshness. Here is fresh, but at the same time it's really fat. It's something dense in your nose. You have this old apricot or peach. That's really, really aromatic, but there's no oak. That's what you said. It's really fruity. It's old fruit. It's not the typical aromas of the white wines, but it's something curious. Let's taste it. Okay. If I make a blind taste of this wine, I never said it has no malic. It's really fresh. The acidity, and this is because he has told, because of the altitude of the vineyard. Where are these vines planted, more or less?
Yes, well, the history of the El Ternero is an old monastery starting in the 11th century, and it's quite high. We are the last harvest in all the DO of Rioja around the 4th of November last year. So we are high up in the mountains, surrounded by trees, pine trees. So it all has to do with Atlantic aromas and climate and very cold place high in the mountains.
So they can choose where the vines are planted to make this kind of wines. If the vines are planted in other places, you are going to choose the vines for another kind of wine. Really important where the vines are planted.
Yeah, it's the really idea important of the terroir. The vines were there forever because it was a good place for this kind of wines.
Really, really good wine, John. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
I think it's really something you have to taste. And please, if you taste it, tell us what have you find. What did you think about this wine? Tell us in the webpage. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Yep.